Team Boxing League is brought to you by Balance of Nature. In boxing, consistency beats intensity. Balance of Nature supplements helps you stay consistent with ingredients of whole foods you can easily slot into your daily routine. Go to balanceofnature.com, use code TEAM, and start today. Well, we'll be getting ready to go inside as we will meet the fighters. But first, the TBL Bellas, a nice addition to the league this year, getting quite a lot of rave reviews on social media. Well deserved. The Bellas. Now we're going to meet these teams and, of course, the
Good evening,
entrance.
welcome, and thank you for joining us at Cowboys Dance Hall in San Antonio. We'd like to thank Program Director Greg Alvarez and the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation for hosting tonight's event. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, Balance of Nature, Serenity Springs Recovery Center, and Tim Smith Spirits. Fans, don't forget you can stream all the action of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app. Available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iPhone, and Android devices. And now, San Antonio, it's fight night! Introducing first, the L.A. Elite.
One of the most unique things you'll see in boxing. Everybody coming in as a team.
And they were coming in off a good performance in their debut this season, even though they lost by a very narrow margin to Las Vegas, of course, one of the better teams in team boxing.
Sure.
And so it's a hungry team. This is a team that looks to get W1. That was a game, a match in which it was theirs all the way until a couple of explosive punches from Kai Brooks turned that all around. Playoff team last year, the matchup they had against Dallas. Joey DeWitt moved over from Philadelphia, one of the more colorful members of the TBL circuit.
And he'll be making his first appearance this season for team boxing.
Band together, enter together, cheer together.
L.A. Elite, Bantamweight Elena Mondojano. Texas Gold Gloves champion, featherweight Sean Gusto Brewer. Featherweight Erica Sanchez. Lightweight Diego the Ghost Dominguez.
Okay.
Welterweight Osvaldo Lopez. Super welterweight Angel Munoz. Middleweight Martin Saldana. Heavyweight Jonathan Rice. Featherweight Lizette Lopez. Former international champion, lightweight Jose Rodriguez. Super lightweight Erica Farias. Multi-time California Golden Gloves champion and national champion, super middleweight Raul Solomon. light heavyweight, Sergio Jimenez. Cruiserweight, Juan Higuera. Heavyweight, Joey Dawejko.
All right, that's the LA Elite.
And their opponents, your hometown San Antonio Snipers.
We talked about the proving grounds element at the top. It's exactly what Coach A.C. Bryant said to me about a week ago. He goes, you know, this is interesting. He goes, I hope I recruited properly. This is when you really find out. I mean, there's a lot. All the coaches go and try to improve their teams in the off season. We saw Philly make a lot of moves. And it's these early season contests that kind of serve as the report card to the coaches.
Yeah, they had that great week last week against Houston. Houston's obviously a team that's struggling a little bit, but that doesn't diminish what they did. They won that 25-7, and they know this is going to be tougher tonight. But as you said, he's hoping that the pieces fit together right. They're a very veteran team boxing league team, so they got a lot of experience on that team.
All the moving parts and all the people you talk to and the trips and the discussions, and that's your off season, and well, this is when you find out. So he's anxious to see how he did.
From retired U.S. Army Master Sergeant with 2 tours of duty in combat, A.C. Bryant's San Antonio Snipers. Former USA national team member, bantamweight, Isabel La China Vasquez.
Yeah, she was nice when I first saw her.
Featherweight, Jorge de Jesus Romero. Featherweight, Leanne La Chingona Calderon. Current U.S. WBC silver champion, lightweight Michael El Jamuco Bragamones. Current NABA champion,
Yeah, that's the dude right there.
welterweight Charles BBA
That next dude
Garner.
right there.
Super welterweight, Marvelous Jarvis Shepard. Middleweight, Tracy to die for Magruder. Heavyweight, Nagi Dominican Dynamite Aguilera. 12-time national champion, featherweight, Azaria
She nice.
Dutrell.
She nice.
Lightweight, Fritzy Elodon Fortunato Saya.
Dominica, okay.
Former national champion, super lightweight, Latia the Reaper Williams. Former national champion, super middleweight, Obed Artiel. Light heavyweight, Rafael Trouble Igbokwe. Cruiserweight, Adrian Montu Taylor. Heavyweight, Travaris the Bear B.
I can't remember a team having so much fun
At this time, we
during
ask that you
introductions.
please rise and remove your hats and give a warm welcome to Loretta Blue as she performs our national anthem.
dawn's early light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Keep it going for Miss Loretta Blue.
They created a lot of energy in that building tonight. See the LA team and San Antonio in the introductions, kind of egging each other on to do something more. Reminds me of like when you see a circle on the dance floor and everybody goes in there and says, you have to do something. Hey, you have to do something.
Yeah, they were having a good time.
Jumping in front of each other. Yeah, definitely a happy team coming in here.
Stream every moment of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app. It's available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iPhone, and Android devices. Don't miss a second of TBL action with the Team Boxing League app. Welcome to the launch rounds. Round one is in the bantamweight division. In the blue corner, for the LA Elite, Elena Manduano. In the red corner, for the San Antonio Snipers, former USA national team member, Isabel La China Vasquez.
So both fighters come in having had victories on opening night. And of course, Vasquez reached the semifinals in 2023 of the National Golden Gloves. She's 4-1 in the TBL and has won 4 in a row. Three-minute
There we go.
rounds.
Vasquez will bring the lefty style into this matchup, and that'll give Manduano something else to think about.
Vasquez trying to claw with that jab, find her distance.
Vasquez 2-0 in the professional world outside of team boxing, and she had a fight in February, so she was active there as
Good
well.
luck.
And as you said, like her opponent, comes in off 2 wins.
A lot of different ways to use this circuit. Some fighters go in and out of it and stay in shape for opportunities that come in traditional boxing, and others say, I'm shelving traditional boxing and coming here and getting more action.
Vasquez trying to use this ring a little bit, and Manduano trying to kind of cut off the ring against her.
And when the fighters are in the lighter weight classes, that ring does look bigger. Got the footwork going here of Vasquez as she's looking to set up. It looks like one of those situations where you're trying to set things up, but at some point you just have to gamble. Like none of the technical stuff is working exactly as you may have envisioned it.
There you go.
One of these fighters is going to have to commit a little bit more. Vasquez maybe has been a little bit busier in some spots, but she's also been moving a lot, and it's questionable how the judges will see it. And we're, less than a minute left to go in this round, so you feel like somebody would want to make a statement.
Duhano finding that Vasquez is elusive. And then Vasquez can crush her up by not moving laterally, but darting at her. It's like it's in the balance who wants to make the final move. Good jab getting home by Vasquez. Educated footwork by her in certain spots in this round.
Yeah, Mandujano
There we go.
has taken a couple straight lefts like that, those from Vasquez, but not too many. But that was a good flurry by Vasquez at the end. Could have been the balance in this match. It was so close.
The veterans know how to close from what they've watched and knowing the final few seconds.
Yeah, and she's young at 22, but with all that amateur experience. And there's the straight left hand that we talked about. That was earlier in the round. Occasionally, Mandujano had some good offensive moments like that hook and working. When she was on the inside, she could work a little bit, though Vasquez was holding on a bit.
And Vasquez did use all of this ring. Made it a factor.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0. Out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Isabel La China Vasquez.
We're going to see them again
San
later,
Antonio
so
leads 1-0.
see what adjustments.
San Antonio up 1-0.
Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, known to bring the heat. Round 2 is in our featherweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Texas Golden Gloves champion, Sean Gusto Brewer. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Jorge De Jesus Romero.
So the Texas Golden Gloves champion comes back as a member of LA. Had quite a good career out in Henderson, Nevada now. 1-0 this year. It also split with Joannis Argalagos, who we saw a good fighter.
And Romero, who won twice, beating Ishmael Bennett. One of them was a split decision in his debut, and he's a solid pro as well as a team boxing participant with a 23-2-1 record.
Miami resident via Cuba, which is a very significant pipeline, has been in boxing for years, but then also moving.
Yo, what up, me bones?
Part of the league, you go where you find yourself the best deal.
Day going good, man. How's your day?
He showed a lot of good movement in the season opener in those fights with Bennett, kind of just using angles very effectively, and that's what he's doing here again, which we saw his teammate do.
Oh, you could have tagged him right there.
So they're both offensive.
Oh, whoa.
First big shot didn't land. It was launched.
Ooh.
Boy, that was a great uppercut catching him on the inside.
He caught a flush with that uppercut.
That's the advantage of the height reach. Sometimes
He's tagging.
you get him to walk in.
He's tagging.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
There he go.
Brewer's definitely trying to punch well as De Jesus Romero comes in.
Bro, I ain't never seen somebody walk into an uppercut like that.
He did that against Argelanos. Brewer did in his opener in this season.
All right. Ooh.
It's really quite a
Oh,
contact
okay.
point. You're the one throwing.
They going
the
at
hook.
it.
You have to stay close enough to let
Nah, let go,
the
let go.
charge come to you, and then the timing was beautiful.
Nice overhand right a moment ago by Brewer as well.
He swings wild. Yeah.
Romero's throwing a lot of big looping punches.
Yeah, he swings
Some
wild.
The overhand right has occasionally gotten in. The left hook's not so much.
That's a setup, bro.
Brewer's just been a little sharper, I think, in terms of his combination work and the
Buddy, you gonna set it?
compact his punching is.
Yeah, especially that.
All right, man,
left
have a
hook
good
to
one.
the body
Yeah.
we just saw.
Very effective weapon for him in this round.
Okay. Nope, you see?
So Sean Brewer in round 2 showing that in this case height makes right.
Appreciate you, bro. Have a good
Uses the
one.
height and reach edge beautifully. Let's see if the judges reward him for that.
I'll get that one to LA.
Well, that nice uppercut early in the round that kind of set the tempo and really rocked Romero for a moment, set him back on his heels by Brewer. And the left hook and the left uppercut were big weapons for him. Romero was, aggressive, and there's one of those wild right hands that he threw a lot in the first, in this round, but just couldn't quite get it home.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0, out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Sean Gusto Brewer. We are tied at 1. Round 3 is in our featherweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Erica Sanchez. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Leanne La Chingona Calderon.
Two women who had victories in their last outing. Calderon 1-1 and Sanchez 2-0.
Yeah, Calderon split with Jonas Morandin, and her loss was a split decision loss, so she had good moments in that as well. And we'll see if what Amelia said about Erica Sanchez wanting to, her weight, going down in weight, we'll see if that has an impact in helping her.
Let's take a closer look at Leanne Calderon. 38-year-old mom of 3, married to boxer K.P. Smith.
They go at it.
Good compact fighter, comes in straight ahead. And this matchup is good for that. We've got 2 straight ahead fighters.
Yeah, very much so.
2 minutes left, Leanne. 2 minutes.
Sanchez landing that right hand very effectively.
Now, what do you notice most when fighters come down? We see fighters go up a lot.
Yeah, I think sometimes, and because of her height and the reach and everything, this weight coming down in weight should help her. And guess what? It really is, because she's, she's at a certain place here where the geography of this fight in terms of, their builds and everything is working out for her so far.
She's able to really muscle her opponent.
And punches that against taller opponents might be overhand, they're straight now, and she's having a very good round against Calderon. Calderon, a veteran, with 23 team boxing league fights, so she's really good fighter. But the thing Amelia alluded to with Sanchez is really taking place here.
Here's the good hook from Sanchez.
Good body shot.
Terrific body shot there.
Right in this. Right
And
flush
she
in the
is
center.
wearing the Ann Calderon down. She's got 35 seconds to work with if she wants to get a little greedy.
And Calderon just hasn't been able to land something that stops the momentum of Sanchez. She's tried countering with the right hand. There she does it again, but not getting there with that punch.
It's not too often where we see such a heavy body attack like this in a one-round fight. And it's pleasant to see because then it sets up this.
We've seen some of that this weekend, you and I, in a number of our fights. And you're right, it's great. They should count. They're used often in regular in long
LA should be going up 2-1.
Wear opponent down, but they also score.
And she made a commitment to it here and will be rewarded. Excellent performance.
Yeah, two-time national champion Erika Sanchez had herself quite around. And you see examples of it. That right hand that was omnipresent during that round. And that one was right at the end as if to punctuate what she did.
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0. Out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Erika Sanchez. LA leads 2-1. Tonight's fights are powered by Balance of Nature. Our fighters fuel with clean carbs and real ingredients, and now you can too. Grab their new Guiltless snacks and get 35% off right now with code TEAM at balanceofnature.com. Round 4 is in the lightweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Diego the Ghost Dominguez. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, he is the current U.S. WBC silver champion, Michael El Chamucho Bracamontes.
All right, Dominguez and Bracamontes. Dominguez with one of my favorite nicknames, the Ghost.
I like it. This is a fight to me that's fascinating because Bracamontes is much more successful in boxing outside of TVL than Dominguez is. He's 15-2-1. Dominguez 4-2 outside. And yet in team boxing, it has been really a great time for Dominguez, and he's 12-3. He's done very well.
Take a closer look at Michael Bracamontes. Lost his first couple, but he's a guy that has won the WBC and continental titles. So he's somebody who's on the verge of bigger things in boxing. To your point, and coming in here finding that it's a different ball game here against Dominguez, who has wins over the likes of Jack Sambiaku, Traquan Pettis, and even when he lost to Osvaldo Caballero, Caballero was 29-6. So it's a high level of competition and coming at this from different ways.
Yeah, and Dominguez beat Ryan Zampateka as well. So he's and for Bracamontes, you know, he had a split decision with Israel Rodriguez during the first his debut, and so that one he was close. Dominguez is really using the jab, very effectively here to get on the inside against Bracamontes.
And here on the inside, where they shelve the jabs, they go for gold with the body punching and the hooks. Final minute, there's a couple jabs by the Ghost. Bracamontes with a good right hand behind his jab. You see a lot of the technique, Bracamontes, and the patience that would normally serve him well in boxing.
Yes, precisely.
But not here.
Yeah, and Dominguez has figured this Rubik cube out in team boxing because he's busy and he knows how to be busy. That's part of the reason he's 12-3 and do it in a way that is effective. And punctuates that whole sequence with a nice right hand.
And Dominguez has been in a comfort zone throughout this 3 minutes. All right, this was a good scrap.
Yeah, there were some really good moments in this match and some give and take as well. And here we look at this in real time where they were going at it early in the round. This was early on where there's a lot of give and take between both fighters on the inside that you referenced, Dave. And then there's the right hand of Dominguez that a couple of them that were very, very effective based on that jab that he landed so much.
So the Ghost was elusive in many spots. Does he get the win here?
The winner of this round by the score of 1-0 out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers.
Interesting.
Michael El Chamuco Bracamontes.
So we are tied up at 2 as San Antonio gets a close one, and we are knotted up halfway through the launch rounds. San Antonio and LA are all knotted up. We come back, we'll go inside and complete the launch rounds.
All right, 2-2 between San Antonio and LA.
The Hitmen and the Elite all tied up at 2 after San Antonio captures the last decision. So let's take it back inside as we continue in the launch rounds.
Round 5 is in our welterweight division. And the blue corner for the LA Elite, Osvaldo Lopez. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, he is the current NABA champion, Charles BBA Garner.
Okay, Lopez 8-0-1 as a pro, going back to 2021. In TBL, he's 2-3. Nice win over Darian Castro back in March.
Yeah, that was an excellent win. And Garner, meanwhile, in his opener, was splitting with Ryan Martin and beating him and losing to Isaiah Johnson. So he's coming in here with a mixed record for the first one, but he's a very solid fighter.
Good right hand to start this off for Lopez.
Lopez has 3 first-round knockouts in his pro career beyond team boxing, but that hasn't yet and he's got 7 KOs overall, but his power hasn't yet flashed here in the team boxing league.
It's probably a vexing dynamic to fighters sometimes.
Yeah.
How is it not shaping up like that? There is a lot of, like a wild card element to a lot of how this happens when you put it all into the mix.
Garner switching to lefty, giving him a little bit of a different look here now in this first round. Let's see how if that helps.
He invited Lopez to take the bait with that lead right hand, and let's see if he does.
We highlighted this one, and part of the reason we did is we thought it would be pretty even, and for the most part it has been.
And it's been so even in terms of the respect they've had for each other that it hasn't been explosive.
Yeah, neither man has gotten as much done offensively as they would like so far. There's still a minute left, though, to change that for either one or both.
It's like that they know that they respect the opponent enough to figure that there's a price for a mistake. So
yeah. Now, Lopez has been a little more active, I think, overall in terms of volume. Which isn't to say that Garner hasn't thrown his share of punches. And the holding on the inside at this juncture in a round, you know, if you feel like you need to get something done offensively, it's really great to get out of there.
and if you think you can protect the lead for a few seconds, we see veterans try to do that.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot here in team boxing, and it's fascinating.
The question then is, are you a judge?
Yeah,
Do you really know what's happening?
We saw that in the last round where a surprise decision was rendered that didn't, you could make a case against, so you never know.
The benches excited about here.
Garner landing a straight right hand that was oddly delivered, but he got it there, and he's showed a herky-jerky style in that round.
Oddly delivered is why it got through.
Yeah.
Right? You're not supposed to throw from that angle.
The winner of this round by split decision. The score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Osvaldo Lopez.
So LA gets the lead back at
LA
3-2.
leads 3-2. This round brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Round 6 is in the super welterweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Angel Munoz. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Marvelous Jarvis Shepherd.
There we go.
All right. Pair of fairly accomplished fighters going at it here in the 6th round of the launch rounds. So you're wondering, how do you score in the team boxing league? We've seen decisions. They're all 1 point. So if we see some knockdowns, that's a bonus point, 2 points. 2 knockdowns is 3 points. 4 points if you get a KO, TKO, or the forfeit. And we've seen a lot of 4-point explosiveness throughout the league this year. But interestingly, last night with Philadelphia and Vegas, 2 heavy-hitting teams, we did not see that. So it went back to the boxing, Philly winning at 14-11.
And many times that threat of that 4-point round lingers over the fight. And when you can't get it, sometimes, as we saw last night, you can't get to the win. Munoz beat a very good fighter, Desan Gainza, with a unanimous decision and a split decision to start off this season. And that's very impressive by him, because Gainza is a really good fighter who we saw this weekend. and a very close split decision loss for Jarvis Shepard to Zay Farr, who made his debut in team boxing. So both these, you mentioned both these guys are accomplished. They are.
And a lot of scouting that they go. We see these guys, they'll fight each other throughout the circuit, and then maybe in the mega brawl. So a lot of notes being taken. And we see fighters fight opponents in the following year, the year they're in, and you have to know the tendencies. That's a good right hook landed by Marvelous Jarvis.
And these two men are going to see each other again tonight, so they're scouting for later as well as they combat right now. Both men have again, had a hard time getting the offense really going. And
come on.
This could be decided by one flurry.
30
and
seconds.
That's the real difference in this format. They're meeting in a longer fight, and it's slow to develop. So okay, take your time and break it down, and you'll find what's going on. But when you come into one-round fight and it's not quite happening yet, there's a real moment of like, when do I go for this? We haven't seen that moment here. Maybe the caption of that moment would be, with all due respect.
Yeah, now this is my second weekend of team boxing, which, by the way, I've thoroughly enjoyed. And that might be the hardest fight for me to think of that I've seen the round to score. I mean, that was a very tough one. And ironically, that right hook that was landed was one of the few punches that one got in for Jarvis Shepard that we saw in that round.
That guy down there.
Unanimous decision. A score of 1-0 out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers. Marvelous.
Yeah, trading wins.
Jarvis Shepard.
May have been that one punch that we saw.
We are
It wasn't much to
tied
separate.
at 3.
Yeah, I think
Round
you're
7 is in the middleweight division.
Hey,
Blue corner for
this the guy I
LA
wanted to see.
Martin
This the guy I wanted to see. He had the knockout the last time I saw him.
In the red corner, for
Tracy
the
Magruder.
San Antonio Snipers, Tracy to die for Magruder.
I'm curious about this one for Magruder because, okay, you got a knockout victory last week. Do you feed on that, try to do it again?
Yes.
Or do you go with the matchup in front of you? We'll keep that thought out there as we go to Amelia right now with a special guest. Go ahead. All yours, Amelia.
Hey, gentlemen, I am down here, San Antonio Snipers, with Obed Barciel. He and I have had many adventures on Team USA, former Team USA athlete. Many birthdays. We're also twins, and also a WCAP athlete for the Army. So now turned pro. What brought you to TBL, and why the San Antonio Snipers?
The TBL, honestly, in my opinion, I believe it's a great thing for pro boxing right now. This wasn't something that was allowed, and that was kind of like a big thing when it first started. I guess a lot of people kind of shied away from it, but for younger aspiring pros, really wanting to chase the pro career, and people who understand the time it takes to put into being a professional athlete and having to still work a 9 to 5, having to still take care of your kids, your families, everyone who you feel is your support system and you want to support. This is another good way to put that money back into your pocket and still be actively competing.
Tag him.
It's something I support. And I'm betting on it 10%.
I mean, it's such a great point. It creates opportunity and gets you to that next level and just all the experience. So tonight, I feel like I called out the round 13, Raul Solomon. I really do believe he's been such a cornerstone for the LA Elite, but I really believe that's the kind of position, the type of fighter you are for the San Antonio Snipers. What's going to be your approach tonight?
I'm just myself, man. Anybody who's ever had the opportunity to see me put on a pair of gloves, I've been special my whole life. No, really.
Sing your song, baby.
Yeah, I can't sing that today, but I've been special my whole life, man. I've been through a lot of adversity in my life, man. I'm a strong advocate for anti-bullying. I'm a strong advocate for men's mental health, suicide prevention, a lot of things. I've lost a lot of friends. I've been through a lot in my life, so I work really hard to be here, and I don't think there's a man you can put in front of me that can take anything from me.
That's right, man.
Somebody to get in there and beat me, they have to take everything from me, and no one can do it.
Strong mind, strong will, stick to your game plan. You'll see it. Tune in, middle round, round 13. Get us back in the ring, Dave.
Thank you, Amelia. We've got two guys
Ooh.
slugging it out here. Charles
Very good round.
and Magruder.
And Saldana, one of the three boxers I alluded to in our open who are making their team boxing debut, and he, with really good pro records, he's 19-0, and he and Tracy Magruder have put on a great show. Saldana was in control for the first 2 minutes of this round, but McGregor has really come back.
Well, you know, we saw with that knockout from Magruder last week, and then coming out in the question of how much do you go for it. We showed some of that going forward in here, and this one
thought he was gonna do it again.
Decision, and very excellent match.
It really was, and the early part belonged to Saldana, and then Tracy Magruder coming back, the 34-year-old who had that knockout victory in the season debut.
All right, so it's 3-3. Which team is going to get ahead going into our finale of
The winner of this
round?
round via split decision by the score of 1-0. Out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Tracy to die for Magruder.
All right, so
San Antonio leads 4-3.
All right, last
The
round
first
of
part,
the
second part
long
of the round
round.
better than the first.
Round 8 is in the heavyweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Jonathan Rice. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Nagi Dominican Dynamite Aguilera.
Nagi Aguilera has won 4 in a row. Pros 23-11 going
right,
back
big
to
boys.
2021. And here's an example of what you talked about at the top with Jonathan Rice.
Yeah, he is making his debut. He's 16-6 as a pro, and now he won by technical knockout in 7 in his last fight against Guido Vianelli in the ranks outside of TPL, and now he's taking his shot here. Aguilera, you mentioned he's a veteran pro. He's fought Frank Sanchez, Dominic Brazil, Thomas Adamek, back to Oleg Moskayev. I mean, he's faced over the course of a long career a whole bunch of heavyweights in the regular boxing.
Coaches do like to throw out the young talent, people making their debuts early in the season, see what they have. Because, you know, some of it is they've earned a spot, some of it, you know, they've impressed during the training, and then you'd like to see what a guy like Jonathan Rice can do. Can you develop a heavyweight?
And he is a big man. I mean, Nagi Aguilera is no small guy. Jonathan Rice is a big man in there.
He is every bit of 6'5", and that even looks like they took a couple from him.
And he's been using his jab to keep Aguilera on the end of those punches, and has mixed in a few right hands as well.
Now there's a chance for Aguilera to push the pace against a guy who hasn't been in this league.
Right, and yet I really think it's been Rice who has done a little bit more offensively.
Oh,
that right hand.
Now he's done a lot more offensively.
Why you ain't rush him?
Go in for more.
Oh my.
There's some inexperience.
That's hard to explain.
Good right hand.
Hit him again.
He's going to line it up and get it now, but can Jonathan Rice convert this opportunity? Can he get
what a waste,
bonus
bro.
points? Is there 4 sitting out
Hit
there
him again,
for him
bro.
to get?
You should have rushed him, bro.
He let one golden moment get away. Will he get another one?
In a 1-minute format, you cannot let those opportunities go by.
And you can sense that Nagy Aguilera is on fumes. Rice is delivered. He does land the big right hand. It's like setting up for the perfect shot.
I mean, he's in big trouble, and 4 points are sitting there for Rice if he would get busy.
Looks like the clock is going to steal the chance for the 3 more. But he should get 1. So Jonathan Rice.
Man could have 4 points.
With a bomb, but not
Dang.
as explosive as it may have been.
Dang, Dominican Dynamite. What happened? What happened, Papi?
Well, Jonathan Rice was starting to find a home for the right hand as this round developed, and boy, did he ever. That's as good a right hand as he can throw it. Aguilera in major trouble there. And inexplicably, Rice just backed up. I don't know if he thought that was going to be called a knockdown because he hit the ropes, but...
Decision by the score of 1-0. Out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Jonathan Rice.
Well, we will see them again in round 23.
This is our first intermission.
So, these two teams are knotted at 4-4.
The San Antonio Snipers
after some
4.
heavyweight power
Like
turns the tables a little bit. And of course, there's always great action coming your way here on Team Boxing. And to find out more about it, we're going to go to Dave Bontempo.
All right, it's 4-4.
The excitement, and people ask us, where can we catch team boxing events like this on TV? Well, there are a lot of places where we have been seen. Watch our home network, Envoy TV, for all TBL matches live on Envoy Fast. Plus, the full season of Encores are on Envoy Fast and Envoy TV every day. Get the Envoy app in the Apple and Android stores or watch on Local Now. Envoy TV is available to subscribers of Spectrum and Friendly TV. Connected TV users with Samsung, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Roku, and LG devices can download the TBL app and watch both live action and play previous matches on demand. TBL is also seen on YouTube, the TBL app, and in Spanish on the Estrella Network. Tell your friends.
All right. So now we're in the middle round, 9 through 16. So some of these fighters you might see again, but you're gonna see a whole lot of fighters who are gonna be fighting the first time tonight.
The LA Elite and the San Antonio Snipers all knotted up at 4-4 after the launch rounds, and it has been quite a good back and forth struggle. Hi everybody, Dave Bontempo along with Al Bernstein. Al, we saw a lot in that first launch round segments, and go to round 3. That was one of the great highlights that we had going into this.
Yeah, very, very good indeed. And, you know, we saw two teams, San Antonio, coming in here wanting to get some things done after they had that great start. And Leanne Calderon was hoping she could get some things done against Erica Sanchez. But Sanchez from L.A. was just on fire in this round. She had stepped down in weight thinking that would help her, and boy, did it ever. The dimensions between the two fighters were perfect for her, and she just controlled the action against Leanne Calderon all the way along the line. And then we saw Jonathan Rice making his debut in team boxing, one of the pros that they brought in who had a great record, and against Nagia Aguilera, he had him in all kinds of trouble at the end of the round.
Should have rushed him, bro.
Ran out of time, could not get him down, but he did get a 1-point victory.
And that is what brought them back to 4-4. And this has been a good performance by the San Antonio team, and what you would expect as far as the consistency for LA. Well, we got the launch. Now we have the middle rounds. What has got your attention in the middle rounds?
Well, let's look at round 16. Heavyweights again. Joey DeWico, who is a veteran but is making his debut this season with LA. And for the San Antonio Snipers, Tavoris Vignier, who is coming in off 2 wins, and he's very solid heavyweight. I think that one's going to be a good one.
Rounds to watch, and a great segment of rounds to watch in the middle. Let's send it inside and get to the action.
Fans stream every moment of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app. Available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iPhone, and Android devices. Don't miss a second of TBL action with the Team Boxing League app. Round 9 is in the featherweight division. Out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Lizette Lopez. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, 12-time national champion, Azaria Cottrell.
We saw Azaria Cottrell get 2 wins over Desiree Yanez last week, and Lizette Lopez has been with TBL all the way. 2 nice wins over Brenda Hernandez. Another one of these intriguing crossovers. Great amateur credentials in boxing coming in here, and what can you do?
Yeah, Cottrell, you know, hoping that will translate here in team boxing. She has not had a professional fight, and she was U.S. National Youth Champion and just a very fine amateur.
Well, would you like to know a little bit more about Lizette Lopez? We'll show you. 4-year TBL veteran, proud southpaw that she says, and fights with grit, precision, and heart. Well, you can't have any of those missing from your ingredients if she's got them all.
Yeah, and she has 27 wins. That longevity in team boxing has brought her to 27 wins in this league. And even though Cottrell is inexperienced in this league, all that amateur experience she hopes will help her here.
Kind of has to make you feel proud to be in it from the start, especially when you see all the new talent coming in and everybody gunning for a spot. So you have to pretty much improve just to keep your spot.
Right. Very good point. And you see all the growth around you, which is very impressive. And she is coming forward, being very aggressive, which is not surprising for Lopez. And it's up to Cottrell to kind of stem that and deal with that aggression. Good counter right by Cottrell. She's going to have to do that during the course of this round.
And seeing different looks than what she got last week, and that's all part of the growth process. I think the different angles coming to you and the tendencies from different fighters. As Lopez trying to cut off the ring, but Cottrell knew what she was doing with that and came right at her.
Cottrell landed a nice uppercut a few moments ago. She's a very compact fighter and has very good technique. The question will be whether she can land enough of those counter punches to negate all this aggression from Lopez in the judges' eyes. There's a good counter jab by Cottrell.
Final 25 seconds with Cottrell trying to make her statement against an attacking Lizette Lopez.
The first part of this round, Lopez's pressure was making it more uncomfortable for Cottrell, and there she goes again. Good job by Lopez, but Cottrell's also had her good counterpunching moments.
And she has been able to shift her opponent with these right hands that get in.
That was a good round of boxing. Very interesting round.
It was a chess match that occasionally gave you the flash of the slugfest.
Absolutely. And we'll look back on it, and here's an example of the semi-slugfest portion of the round, and both women doing a lot of work. And that was Cottrell coming off those ropes and doing good work, but a lot of pressure from Lizette Lopez, and some of that pressure very effective. So we're going to find out.
The winner of this round by unanimous decision, a score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Azaria Cottrell.
So counted for the counterpuncher.
San Antonio leads 5-4.
The power
This
on the
round
shots.
brought to you by Climax Moonshine Fire number 32, known to bring the heat. Round 10 is in the lightweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, former international champion, Jose Rodriguez. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Francie El Hodon Fortunato Saya.
Rodriguez, 26, 7-3. Last fight in 2025, 7-12 in the TBL. Split with Osval Caballero, which is a very good accomplishment. Also lost to Alan Medina.
Yeah, the win over Caballero is impressive. It was a split decision, but Caballero's a really good fighter. And Saya, who's 8-3 in team boxing, you know, his win over Jaden, or his loss to Jaden Alpo. Understandable, Alpo's a very good fighter, but he's coming in here in this one hoping to do better. But man, lots of aggression by Rodriguez.
Fortunato 8-3 in the TBL. And Rodriguez trying to get close enough to open up. And he does here.
Rodriguez has come out just firing jabs, straight right hands, and a lot of activity from him.
It's interesting now. Great matchup, even. And we're waiting to see, will there be a power situation to get some separation? Will somebody unload?
Yeah, the right hands of Rodriguez have been very, very good. There he does it again.
Rodriguez going to work. Second half of the round gets right on Frenchie.
And, you know, Saya has ended up on the ropes a lot in this round. I don't think he wants to be as much. Landing a good counter left and right, Saya, but he's been mostly pinned on those ropes a lot, and good work being done by Rodriguez.
He jumped right in there to keep him pinned against the ropes. And this is one in which they haven't had to do too much work to get inside, so the jab has not been as prevalent as they tee off.
Yeah, and even the right hands from Rodriguez, some of them have been lead rights.
Oh, it's a good shot that gets in from Saev. Ooh, Rodriguez teeing off here. The right hand got in, and it was all Saev could do to stay up. Here comes Rodriguez. Does he have the time? Landed a terrific right hand, and he hurt Saev. But Saev, being a veteran, holding on any way he can. Are they calling that a knockdown now?
Wow, interesting.
Whoa, we'll have to get another look at that one.
There was a right hand mixed in there, but there was also a bit of a push, and Saev, of course, pleading his case, feeling that while he was hurt before that knockdown shouldn't have been called right there. And let's look first at where Saev got hurt by the right hand by Rodriguez. There was where he really stunned him against those ropes and had him in trouble. No question, he was trying to hold on. And here's what's called the knockdown. There was some punches. There was a jab, a straight right hand. Then he was kind of pushed down.
By unanimous decision by the score of 2-0. Out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Jose Rodriguez.
No, I would not agree with that interpretation
LA
of it.
leads 6-5.
Ironically, it could have been a standing 8 before that. So, but still, I think that's a tough break.
Is in the super lightweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Erica Farias. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former national champion Latia the Reaper Williams.
All right, so as they get started with this one, Amelia has a special guest. Go ahead, Amelia.
Thanks, Dave. So I'm down here with Erica Sanchez, LA Elite. Madam, so last year you fought about 140 pounds. This year you've moved down in weight class to 126, which I believe is such a beautiful fit for naturally for your frame. So can you talk to us a little bit about what drew that decision to make the change in weight class, and then ultimately kind of what that journey looked like?
So to begin with, I'm only 5 feet tall, as we talked about once at an interview. So that's basically, I don't belong in that weight class, although, you know, I held my own. But the journey was pretty crazy, you know, like it's just being on a strict diet and following my regimen, like my routine. Yeah.
Making a game plan, sticking to it, and just committing.
Exactly, yeah.
So I do want to comment on the body shots in that first round that you were in the in the launch rounds. Such beautiful work, and I often feel like people feel like they're rushed and then they just head hunt. You do such a beautiful job changing levels, going to the body so that you have those straight shots right to the head.
I saw one dude.
Where does that come
He
from?
was getting his shit rocked.
Man, you know, the preparation is kind of crazy sometimes. You know, my dad puts on that bodysuit and we go in, you know, he teaches me how to turn my punches into it and, you know, work up, work down, you know. So we do a lot of work with that. So that's where that comes from. I'm sure he still has a bruise from me from the other day. Yeah.
It's beautiful work. Very excited to see you in your next round, going into the money rounds. It's going to be fantastic. Anything else you want to add to before we let you go and get back into the ring?
No, let's go LA. Hello, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching, too. You know, I appreciate it. And let's go. Let's do this.
Awesome work. Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, get us back in the ring.
Thank you, Amelia. Yes, she did good work tonight. Here, Latia Williams, second year, had a 4-fight win streak, then lost 2 to Ariel Davis, who showed a good way to go against her, using the momentum of Latia against her, and then she reeled off a few more wins after that.
And the woman she's facing, Erica Farias, a 3-time, he's 41-year-old, a 3-time world champion in boxing, both in lightweight and then super lightweight. And so she has fought the best in women's boxing. Katie Taylor is an amateur. Cecilia Brackes, Jessica McCaskill, Michaela Myers, Sandy Ryan, everybody. And here she is given a go to team boxing. And right now, she's having a lot of trouble with Latia Williams.
A lot of people do. There's a few nicknames for Latia Williams. Last year I called her the Thrill Pill because of the non-stop offense that she put up. She did have to change some styles as people adjusted to her, but she has been a mainstay for San Antonio. And that is one thing about San Antonio last year. They had top to bottom possibly the best women's contingent in the league. The very strong women's group.
Yeah, Latia's showing the offense you talked about. I mean, she beat Rain Guerrero twice opening the season, and she's having quite a night here against Farias.
Now, there are certain fighters, you look at them, whether that's Ellis for Philadelphia, where you almost pencil in the points ahead of time. And this is one where they expect points from her all the time. So let's see if they get them tonight.
Well, it was rocky for Farias in her first debut, losing 2 to Joanna Namaru. And now tonight she has a tough outing against Latia Williams, who really brought the action. And there's some examples of that. And we're going to see a big uppercut here from the outside, not where you normally want to throw it, but Latia Williams, who has a kind of an unorthodox, aggressive style.
This round by unanimous decision by the score of 1-0. Out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Latia the Reaper Williams.
So we just
Williams,
4 fights
We are
already.
tied at 6.
comes through as expected.
Fans champions don't just train hard, they train consistently. Balance of Nature's new guiltless snacks help support energy, recovery, and performance. Go to balanceofnature.com and use code TEAM for 35% off your first order. 12 is in the super welterweight division. In the blue corner, for the LA Elite, Angel Munoz. In the red corner, for the San Antonio Snipers, Marvelous Jarvis Shepherd.
Well, Jarvis was marvelous the first time they fought as he came up with a win, and now we look to see what adjustments are made in the rematch. All tied up at 6.
And both men in the first matchup were pretty tentative early in the round offensively, but it was Shepherd with one really good overhand left that might have made the difference in the whole scoring of that round.
As we look to see what is going on there, a discussion going on. We want to take this opportunity to tell you that we have a lot of help behind the scenes and people who get involved with us and do such great work for us in the production truck. So a shout out to our pal Maya Moten, who will be a mother very soon, very close to that. So a salute to Maya and everybody who does a great job in the truck for Team Boxing League.
Congratulations to her, and yes, the support cast here is pretty amazing. Well, Angel Munoz finally in the ring. There was some confusion, I think, as to who was supposed to be next. They're rematching, as you pointed out.
Not in a hurry to get started either. Almost to make a point, all right? You make me wait now, maybe I make you wait.
Jarvis Shepherd even smiling there as if he may have done that deliberately.
He understood. Okay, it's all knotted up.
6-6.
And let's see if these fighters break into a more offensive flow in this round.
And the round begins with a lecture.
Yes. Quite a lot just happened there.
Yeah, for a period that where nothing really happened, a lot happened. So let's see what happens in the round itself. Munoz actually, I mean, he had a really great performances beating Gainza in the opener this season, but against Shepard, he just couldn't get his offense going. We'll see if that changes here.
Now, it can slip away from you that fast. You do all the working out, you do all the preparation, you get in there, and all of a sudden something looks a little different than what you thought it would be, and 2 minutes have gone by and you haven't settled into everything yet. So the beauty of it is that you always have a match in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know, Munoz, his last pro fight outside of TBL was February 14th, a 6-round KO win. So he's been active with that fight and also the action a couple of weeks ago. But boy, he is just not throwing many punches in these 2 rounds.
And you know there's been discussion in between. You have to come out, you have to attack more, and you analyze it, you know it, and then you get in there, and it just doesn't line up. As that's a slip. Doesn't quite line up for you the way you thought it would. And
he ran right into that, though. He's lucky that was a slip.
Fighters say I couldn't get off that night.
He's lucky that was a slip.
And it's interesting that Munoz against Gainza, who's a very, aggressive fighter who comes forward. I mean, they split against each other, so he did get a win against him, and you know, he's better against that attacker.
Yeah, against Shepard, he's facing someone who's consistently trying to set traps on him.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, inadvertently said he won twice against Gainza. He actually split.
A couple shots from the outside get in by Shepard. And the other thing to keep in mind is, you know, we were highlighting on the replay when they first fought. Well, any particular shot could be the tiebreaker.
My man is out here swinging like he's ready to rumble, bro.
Left, and Shepard is trying to land that again. Munoz has thrown so few punches in this round. Like the first one, it's going to be really hard either way for him to get a decision because he's just not throwing. Not that Shepard has been wildly busy with volume, but Munoz has done virtually nothing.
He's reacting to a style he doesn't feel comfortable with. And somebody dancing, and he just
easy win.
Not being able to fire tonight.
And you got the feeling Jarvis Shepard thought he'd done enough already to control that round because Munoz was so inactive.
Easy win.
And he just decided at the end of the round to not take the safe way out. There's the straight left hand again by Shepard. That one left hand, like the one in the first encounter between these two, might have been enough to tip it for him.
Certainly put him into a shuffle, thinking he had landed a big one. Let's see what the judges say. Body language tells you it's Shepard, and so do the judges. All right, so
San Antonio leads 7-6.
Good one for Marvelous Jarvis. Gets himself a double. All right, so it's a lead for San Antonio on the heels of a double by Shepard. The action has been tight, it has been tense, and the scores have not fluctuated much. Back to the middle rounds after this.
Don't look to the sky no more. 7-6 San Antonio up on LA right now. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! 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 You know how it gets down. What up? What up? What up? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? Like I got that on my chest.
San Antonio and LA so tight halfway through. Let's get to the second half of this one.
Round 13 is in the super middleweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, multi-time California Golden Gloves champion and national champion, Raul Solomon. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former national champion, Obed Bartiel.
Sometimes you see victories by other fighters who illuminate how good this fighter is. So Raul Solomon, who's 19-8, has 2 wins over Dion DePestri, who for Las Vegas last night against Philly had 2 very significant wins. So now that it boosts your opinion of Solomon even more.
And both the Solomon wins were split decisions against, as you point out, a very good fighter who went on and did well. And for Barty, you know, his debut against Marquise Taylor was successful for him.
Yeah, there you go. Right, stay in the middle of the seat swing.
Good action in the middle.
This is what I'm talking about.
Bombs away for both.
Ooh.
Body shots, head shots.
Somebody getting rocked.
Well, Amelia was right about this bout. She thought it was going to be special, and it is, in fact, so far being just that. Good work by both men. Bartiel, a national Golden Gloves champ, over 300 amateur fights, and you can see that technique there. But Solomon, who's got 19 TBL wins, he is no cupcake in there. He is battling away.
Amelia, you called this as a bombs away slugfest. What are you thinking of this so far?
Yeah, I told you guys there's going to be fireworks. You've got 2 very game fighters who are also very, I mean, Obed is a very technical fighter. He can do anything, like he said. He sticks to his plan. He's very strong-willed. And then you got Raul, about as strong-willed as they come. And he's got that beautiful Mexican style where he's just coming forward. But seeing Obed, as you can see, he's starting to cut some angles. This is beautiful. I mean, do you want any better boxing than this? Action-packed, great skill, great technique. It's just coming at us from everywhere.
Yeah, Al, it's not going to be easy to find a separator here with these.
No, it really isn't. The hand of Obed El.
Bro, he is tagging him. Oh, he's in trouble.
Men are landing big shots on the inside.
Terrific left.
They are going at it.
In by Bartiel, and Solomon right there in front of him. This has been a sprint for 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
This is more than the round of the night. This could be the round of the month.
Yeah, this is going to get high acclaim and high honors. Hey, Amelia, what do you think? It's been hard to separate them. Do you think either of these fighters has an edge with 20 seconds to go?
I mean, I've seen a couple really big uppercuts coming out of and being landed by Obed. I mean, this is going to be, I feel like, a split decision, but I have a feeling it could go to Obed.
All right, so Bartiel and Solomon will get a nice ovation from this crowd as they gave you 3 minutes of something. Boy, if you could package that and bottle it, you really have something.
Good fight.
And
good fight.
Let's not lose sight of this.
Good fight.
It was expertly fought.
He was good. They were eating. They was eating. They was going. They was trying to go for the jugular out there.
The good technician in Bartiel, you know, and then you saw as Emilio said, the Mexican style, good inside fighter by Solomon. So both men doing what they do well, and there's the hand speed of Bartiel, and Solomon kept coming forward, landing some good shots of his own as well. I mean, landing some big shots.
By unanimous decision, and the score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Obed Bartiel.
Obed Bartiel concluding what's
San Antonio leads 8-6.
visually 3 minutes of joy.
This round brought to you by Serenity Springs Recovery Center, a place of recovery and self-discovery. Round 14 is in the light heavyweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Sergio Jimenez. In that corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Rafael Trouble Igbokwe.
Well, two fighters with a tough act.
Wow.
For the LA Elite, Sergio Jimenez. In that corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Rafael Trouble Igbokwe.
Well, two fighters with a tough act to lead the right hand. Good angles from Igbokwe.
Yeah, and Igbokwe now turning the tables on Jimenez and being the
Oh my
aggressor.
God.
And using that left-handed style. You know, Jimenez turned pro very late at age 33.
Damn.
That's why
Oh.
he's 38 now. Whoa, there's some awkward action. Oh, my.
That was a toss down, and
Is
the
he all right?
head hit the canvas.
Is he all right?
They'll give the fighter a little bit of time. And often
Oh,
in boxing,
is
they
he
will
okay?
give you up to 5 minutes if you take it.
Oh, nah.
That
He
was
might be done, bro.
a challenge here.
Bro, man hit his head on the canvas.
Tough to get back to the
Hit
moment.
his head on the mat. Nah, bro. Hey, take your time, bro. Bro, take your time. Bro, you giving me 5 minutes to make sure I'm good?
There was a sense
All
in-
5
on
minutes.
that
Oh,
San
you still going.
Antonio
You're crazy.
bench that this is a possible breakthrough sequence, these middle rounds and what they're doing here.
Yeah, they have really had a good stretch. And Igbokwe is
Igbokwe is out here
more
tagging
precise
him.
with his punching.
Yo, what we doing?
Jimenez
That's how you
started
felt the
out
first
very
time.
aggressively in this round, but Igbokwe has taken the play away from him, and in addition to that awkward fall. Igbokwe's only got 3 TBL wins against 11 losses, but tonight he's out there pounding away, and he split last time out with Devin Thorne, so he's capable of getting wins in the TBL.
And that's the interesting thing. You have a short memory. You go back, okay, you're gumming in, you're fighting for your teammates here. Never mind your individual record. On a given
Body
night,
shot. Body
with
shot.
the
Body shot.
you
Body
know,
shot.
the
There you go.
intensity in the air for the San Antonio team, you might get caught up in it. But here comes Jimenez, maybe getting back to the moment finally.
Yeah, right from that fall. That's a good point, Dave. And Jimenez showing a lot of heart here because he took a lot of punishment in there, and this 38-year-old said, I'm making my team boxing league debut. I'm not gonna just pack it in here in this round.
Now you got a lot of people depending on you, and there's a good left hand by Igbokwe. Oh, this is spirited. 2 fights in a row that have been toe-to-toe. Jimenez just missing as he's heavy-handed there.
Yeah, he is trying to get that
Hey, I almost got
right
you.
to the end.
I
and
almost
plenty
got
of
you.
respect there from
You
these
tagged
two
me, but I almost got
boxers.
you. Yeah. Thanks,
No,
man.
they gave a good effort.
But like, if you keep your hands off me, before I knock you out for real.
Jimenez may be thinking, what happens if I didn't fall? I've been back
Yeah, well,
doing good work.
Igbokwe did some great work, and he was doing good offensive work, and then that's where they went down, and yeah, I think 2 things happened. The head hit for Jimenez, and then
The
he
winner
had
of
a
this round
little
by
leg
unanimous
issue as
decision
well.
by the score of 1-0. Out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Rafael Trouble Igboukwe. San Antonio leads 9-6. Round 15 is in the cruiserweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Juan Higuera. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Adrian Montu Taylor.
So Higuera is 10-6 and 7-2 in the PBL. A win last year over Steve Cunningham, which is saying something. And he's got a little pressure on him now with San Antonio out to its largest lead of 9-6.
Yeah, and Taylor, who was 16-18 in team boxing, very experienced, around the 500 mark, but he beat Nigel Williams in his debut, this season debut, and so he's like to follow up on that. Now he had his first 18 fights, Taylor, in the TBL as a heavyweight, and now he's down to cruiserweight. He's gone down to cruiserweight, and now he's a cruiserweight here. So his first 18 fights in TBL, and then now he's at 199.
In this particular drop, I have to think it makes you better, because you're not going to go 205 and face a 280. You know, you're going to be
absolutely
right in your area.
You and I have done pro boxing a long time, and how many cruiserweights have we seen that went up to heavyweight that we thought should have remained a cruiserweight?
Yes.
And when Orlin Norris, the great champion, went down to cruiserweight or the heavyweight, he became a champion at cruiserweight.
Yes. Bring the best of you. And
9-6,
it's unusual because many fighters do not go down.
No,
well,
they go
but a couple do.
Yeah. Now both these men are being pretty aggressive. Taylor has been very good with some body work. And Higuera, who, as you point out, has a little load on his shoulders now to try and stem the tide. Both men throwing some big punches here.
Good uppercut that got in from Taylor. The LA bench trying to will their teammate Juan Higuera to a victory to get closer than 9-6.
Yeah, very invested in this match, as you would think. From the distance, Higuera had some good moments. When he gets within punching range, though, Taylor has taken advantage of that with his left hooks and things like that overhand right.
Even with the attack coming at him from Higuera, he's comfortable against the ropes. Then the trick is to convince the judges that you were being offensive when you were on the ropes.
And Taylor is a pro, 14-4. He fought Marcus Brown, a former world champion, so he's been in against very tough people during the course of his career.
Two good right hands by Higuera, and Taylor right back.
And Taylor's doing a lot of holding on the inside, but that is strategic on his part. I don't know if it's even for a breather. He just wants to reset and see if he can come in and attack again. That was an interesting and fun round.
The last three have been exceptionally good. And you always get that sense around the end of the middle rounds that is something about this one team going to pull away here.
Yeah, and Higuera came in hoping he could turn the tide. He landed a nice left hook there, but Taylor did some good work on the inside as well. A nice short right by Higuera.
At the score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the
San Antonio starting to
Adrian
run with it.
Montu Taylor.
A superb
San
middle
Antonio leads 10-6.
round swing coming up by San Antonio. They've been very good from
round 16
round 12 on.
Is in the heavyweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Joey DeWico.
All right, heavyweight matchup.
For the
Nah,
San
this
Antonio
dude,
Snipers,
I think he knocked out somebody too.
Tavares the Bear
Joey Dawejko, one of the more popular fighters on the TBL circuit, had a win over Stanley Wright in Mega Brawl last year. Philly had it until the very end, and he's up against Vigne.
Yeah, they call Dawejko the Tank. I wonder why.
And the idea is that sooner or later, something explosive usually breaks out in a Dawejko fight.
Yeah, that's for sure. And he looks like a tank, doesn't he? Working the body, and Vigne is, he's a very solid Team Boxing League performer at 15-8. He controlled Jarvis Jones of Houston totally in their season debut and looked very good in the process.
LA needs something here now, down by 10-6, and this is always the division you look at. Who can throw the big bombs? But the San Antonio team has been on a run, winning 4 in a row.
They're saying with their actions, don't tell us that we beat Houston just because Houston's still down here early in the year. We got the job done and we're doing it again, and they are. Dawejko turns to lefty, which is intriguing.
And you always figure he'll go back, but it still shows you something there. And then he does go back. San Antonio beat Houston last year and then was ahead against Phoenix, but then lost a one-pointer when Charles Pugh won not just the last bout, but the last minute of the final round, and that started Phoenix in one direction and San Antonio in another direction. So here they are again right after they beat Houston, and so far showing a little bit more here.
Yeah, they've gotten the job done so far here tonight. Not a lot of offense in this heavyweight fight. Vigne has been a little bit busier than Dawejko, but neither man has really found a home offensively. Nice jab from the left-handed stance by Dawejko. Everything coming up short, really, for both men, mostly.
And
40 seconds.
Part of that is the spirit of engagement. They don't want to get too close.
Yeah, two big men with power, and they're respectful of that.
Fighters who have known there's a good right hand by Dawejko, that the fights come to them a lot, so they're sort of anticipating that, but it hasn't happened.
Dawejko, the one thing he did want to land in this fight was an overhand right. He did get one in toward the end of this fight.
So it's a signature punch that Dawejko got in. The judges sign his name to a win. He always likes to do something theatrical. We told you that did some things last year. They got 4 or 5 million social media hits.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Well, that round had some moments like this one, the overhand right of Dawejko, and he did get that punch in once or twice, and the body work. We'll see if that turned around.
The winner of this round via split decision, and the score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Joey Dawejko.
So Joey breaks the scheme.
Joey Dawejko gets them back a little bit in the running and cuts that lead a little bit, as Dave pointed out. And so we're looking forward to the money rounds, where things can change. They often have, and we think this one could well go down to the wire. And a lot of great action coming up on Team Boxing, and to tell you a little bit more about it, here's
8 more
Dave
rounds left.
Bontempo.
Money rounds coming up.
Hey, Al, we're certainly enjoying tonight, and it's been a terrific TBL weekend. And we've got plenty more coming straight ahead
I'll be right back.
in the next TBL contest lineup. We'll start it on Friday night. when Phoenix goes to Nashville. April 17th. That's a good matchup of a playoff team from last year, the Phoenix squad, which also won narrowly last week. Then it's an all-Texas battle on the 18th as the Houston Hitmen and the Dallas Enforcers try to settle events in the Lone Star State. And on the 19th, it is the Miami Assassins taking on the Atlanta Attack. Don't miss all the action on TBL, a loaded lineup coming in the next week.
The San Antonio Snipers saying, how do you like us now? We're up 10-7 against the LA Elite, but still some ways to go. The money rounds beckon. Dave Bontempo and Al Bernstein with you, and we had quite a good set of rounds in the middle rounds.
We did, for sure. You know, San Antonio starting that set of rounds very, very effectively. But things at least got a little more manageable for L.A. when Joey DeWico came back.
He broke the losing streak for them.
Yeah.
And we had some big highlight rounds in there early on.
Yeah, we did indeed. Jose Rodriguez and Francis Saya had a really, really good matchup. And Rodriguez getting a knockdown, which some might dispute. He had Saya in trouble, landed a good right hand, but then a push down, but the referee called it a knockdown. That created an extra point for LA, which was a key for them for sure. Before then San Antonio started to go on a big run, and here was where we had Raul Solomon and Obed Bartiel blasting away, and Bartiel showing the difference in hand speed might have been just the edge he needed to get the win in this one.
I'll go out on a limb and I'll say that that may very well be in the top 10 for rounds of the year at the end of here.
It has to be. Yeah,
What's up,
it's really
Pizza?
fantastic.
That was a terrific matchup there. So, San Antonio, 3 points ahead. What about the round to watch now as we head down the stretch?
Well, L.A. will need to get some rounds to get back into this. And one of the places they might look is Lizette Lopez, who is in a rematch against Azariel Cottrell. She didn't win Lopez in the first one, but it was a very competitive match against Cottrell. That's
What's up,
round
Pizza?
19 featherweights. We'll see how that one goes.
All right, we are in position for a thrilling finish. Let's go inside and get to those money rounds.
Fans stream every moment of TBL Season 4 live on the Team Boxing League app. Available on Apple TV 4K, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iPhone, and Android
I
devices.
think so, all right, man.
Don't miss a
Can't
second
complain.
of TBL action with the Team Boxing League app. Welcome to the money rounds. Round 17 is in the bantamweight division.
Not since what,
In
Thursday?
the blue corner for the LA Elite, Elena Manduano. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former USA national team member
Wow.
Isabel La China Vasquez.
That's right. Yeah, last time I saw him was Thursday.
All right, the money rounds back
Oh,
in.
he was
And
in
this
Big Willie
is a
String.
rematch of the first battle between them, won by Vasquez. Ten-7, San
There you go.
Antonio. And one of their better fighters out there right now.
Vasquez was had great technique in that first fight, and her combinations and counter punching was I think what brought her home against Manduano.
You've got Vasquez, you've got Latia Williams on this team. San Antonio has been very strong up and down with their female fighting
my wife
lineup,
is
and they've added
starting to feel better.
male
daughter's
counterparts
doing
to
good.
it so far tonight. Good action on the inside as they're both taking their opportunities.
Yeah, Vasquez, all that amateur experience, a young woman who, you know, has just, you know, she was she's been a U.S. team member, and she's showing the great technique that all that
What was
has
I doing?
given her. And, you know, Manduano
I was doing a
been
few
very
things.
aggressive here in spots, but it just hasn't been as fluid for her offensively
I was
as she
doing a
would
few
like.
things.
And it's
And
tough
like,
for her with
when
the
you said, oh,
footwork
was that,
of
it was down, I was like,
Vasquez. You try to get in
I'll
and
probably
get
be able to
something
make it.
going, and Vasquez can circle away enough and then come storming in.
Yeah. But I will say, if we get the Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight, I will be watching that.
An example of what has been laid out as it's difficult for Manduano to get inside on Vasquez.
And when she's in there, she's landing some shots, but Vasquez is pretty good at stalling the action for a moment so that she can reset.
No.
If you're Vasquez in this type of a stylistic matchup, they like the ring as big as it can get. And she has made it bigger.
My center? Yeah.
She used it very well and still managed to attack.
And I saw Rory
And
went back to
Manduano,
back.
She would love to get some offense going here. She has had some, and there's good offense by her working on the inside, landing a left hook to the body and the head. This 21-year-old Manduano, with the hopes of her team riding on her back, you see them looking.
Yeah, she hasn't wasted any opportunities once she has gotten inside.
Yes.
So the question is, how often did she get inside? That's what the judges are going to be looking at. This is a tough, fleet-footed opponent for her.
And how well did Vasquez, right at the beginning of the round, Vasquez kind of set the tone a little bit when she came right out. And you see her land that good straight left hand. That was her kind of establishing some offense from the get-go. And then Manduano, as you point out, when she could get in, she was trying to be aggressive, but it didn't always work for her.
The winner of this round by unanimous decision, and the score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Isabel La China Vasquez.
Your boy
Vasquez
doing.
makes it a double.
Oh, you about? Oh, yeah.
11,
And you get the sense for
This
Mondrano
round
when
brought
she
to you
fights some
by
other
Climax
opponents who are
Moonshine
walk-ins
Fire,
like her,
number
done pretty well.
32,
And she
bring
won
the
twice in the opening weekend.
Round 18 is in the featherweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Erica Sanchez. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Leanne La Chingona Calderon.
So this is the Sanchez coming down in weight, showing more power. They went at it very well the first time. So the question is now for LA, can this be somebody that they can lean on for some power? Stylistically, at least it will present itself.
Yeah, I mean, she dominated that first round against Leon Calderon so much that you have to think she might be looking to try and create something here if she can in terms of power, because boy, she's landed some big right hands, great body shots, and the 38-year-old suffered at her offense during the course of that first encounter.
And here comes Sanchez down from 140. He's having a little bit more quickness in here.
$90 for 6 weeks.
And no doubt that she's aware of the implications, the score, team down by 4.
How many classes?
You've only got, in this
a week?
case,
Is it
only got
one
7
class
left.
a week?
So somebody
So like a
has to
6-week
step
program?
up.
Okay.
Because when you're down by 4, without a power bonus point, you have to sweep.
Yeah, you almost do. And they had to be feeling good about this matchup sitting here because Sanchez did control that first round so much as she's doing now. Though a little less dramatically, to be honest. Calderon, one of the adjustments she's making is keeping her hands high and showing a little more movement. And what that's doing, at least, is preventing Sanchez from landing all the power punches she landed in that first encounter. But Sanchez still doing a good job.
Doing a good job, has to work harder to find Calderon. People, those body shots setting up the opportunities upstairs that she is winging.
And now, as this round continues, she is getting there offensively more against Calderon. This is starting to look a little bit more like the first round we saw them in.
And that one, you got the sense that Sanchez ran out of time, but was on the verge of some big things in the power department. So let's see if she gets there now. Good left hook gets in, and Sanchez going to work.
The body work of Sanchez, so impressive. Leon Calderon really kind of in a holding on mode here, where she's trying to do enough offensively to keep the onslaught away and not give up more points. That was one of the better overhand rights Sanchez has landed in these 2 rounds.
So Sanchez plowing ahead, more dominance as Calderon struggles to stay upright and gets there. Other thing about that surge by
LA might be getting to come back.
Yeah, you can also get a referee to stop it. You know, you look for the power departments, and that is something that could have happened there. She gets away.
And here's an example of that constant pressure from Sanchez. And as she tried to get into a situation where maybe Calderon was hung up on the ropes and taking too much punishment, and the referee might step in.
7-8.
If not on the verge, she was headed there, maybe.
And a score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Erica Sanchez.
The 60-on-1 is all booked up.
Sanchez keeps it still mathematically
San Antonio
manageable.
leads 11-8. Round 19 is in the featherweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Lizette Lopez. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, 12-time national champion, Azaria Cottrell.
Cottrell did an excellent job boxing in their first matchup, getting a point to set up the middle rounds, and San Antonio got rolling shortly thereafter for the lead it now holds.
And this is a match that is not out of the realm
No,
for
I like that, man.
LA, because Lizette Lopez showed some really good pressure in
Here we
that
go.
first encounter, but the counterpunching ended
Oh.
up being a little bit too much for her. From
Larry
Cottrell.
Cottrell is a real deal. Oh.
San Antonio by 3.
And Cottrell is so young at
Oh.
19, but boy, she looks
Oh.
like an experienced veteran, doesn't she, from all the amateur experience?
You really do see it. She's back on the rope with firing with the proper angles and picking off Lopez as she's coming to her. Yeah, sometimes the fighters on the ropes.
Like, do you know how to drive
looks
at all?
Like they're defensive minded.
Like, have you have you driven when you don't have a license?
And Lizette's
Or are you gonna
Lopez's
no? So you just like this is
style
what
one
you're learning
that
altogether.
maybe suits her because she is such a good counterpuncher. And Lopez, very aggressive, but coming forward.
Yeah, okay.
And it's up to Lopez if she's going to stem this tide, as Erica Sanchez started to do for San Antonio. She's going to have to really be effective offensively as she comes in. Which is easier said than done against Cottrell.
Especially with the hand speed that she's being greeted with. I mean, you get the technique down, you come forward, you think you have it, and then here come 2 blinding shots that get there a split second earlier than you're used to seeing.
Yeah, precisely. Well put. And, you know, the left hand of Lopez, which she's trying to land, is just not quite
Did you
getting
like
there
feel the driving part or
she
the
wants.
written part? Yeah, because you gotta do the blades and stuff like that.
Has not fought as a pro. She had one pro fight, but she's really concentrated on Team Boxing League since its inception. This is her pro career here with Team Boxing, and she treats it that way. But tonight, she's run into a very precise young woman in the ring.
A buzzsaw credentials for Cottrell. Because Lopez doing everything.
Yeah, now and Lopez landing now some good straight left hands and some good shots. This is her best offensive work, and is finally getting through to Cottrell.
Stylistically, she's been close to this all night, and finally starting to break through and letting the hands go. And that's what will make this one a very sterling round, too.
The last 30 seconds of this round has been so good for Lopez that she could be on the verge of changing this totally. And the counter punches from Cottrell have not been discouraging her at all, and she's landing. Wow, that was
a good round.
fascinating, and her teammates excited.
Yeah, about that turnaround. And
I'm gonna chill for a little bit.
She kept at it. She was pushing the pace all night, always looking at the
that was a good
angles,
round.
and here she gets rewarded.
And unlike earlier parts of the first round in this one, where her punches weren't landing, these were. They were getting through.
Superb performance by
The
both
winner of
women.
this round by split decision. And the score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Lizette
Wow.
Lopez.
So, mark that one.
San Antonio leads 11-9. Fans, if you're watching these athletes give everything in the ring, ask yourself, how can you supplement like them? Balance of Nature is offering 35% off tonight only with code TEAM at balanceofnature.com.
4 more rounds.
Round 20 is in the super
What's up, Kyle?
middleweight division. In the
Man,
blue
hey.
corner for the LA
You know, it's all good.
multi-time
You know?
California
Sometimes it
Golden
come. Sometimes people come through.
champion
Sometimes people don't, man.
national
But I appreciate
champion,
everybody that does come through.
Raul
Just like you. So thank you.
In the corner for the San Antonio Snipers, former national champion Obed Bartiel.
Okay, gentlemen, what can you do for an encore?
Yeah, it's like their first fight
Phenomenal round between
earlier in
them
the
before. That
round
back in
was
their
good. It
round
was good.
13. What do they
They
have
were
in
just
the
going
tank?
at it.
Well, Godfather 2 is
Yo!
almost as good as Godfather
Thank you so
1,
much for the
some say
super
better.
chat.
So let's see
Much
if these
love.
two gentlemen could do that.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. Yo, that's my
What
very
about this one?
first
They both look
super
pumped
chat
up
on
and ready to
YouTube.
go.
So
And the
Kyle,
issue for Raul
you a
Sullivan
real
is
one.
he's
Thank
gotta
you, man.
get on the inside, and once he gets there, unfortunately, Barty L is also a good inside fighter.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
And you get a look at Bartiel, who that's a terrific
Yeah,
round.
man. If you haven't done so, man, make sure you drop a sub, man. Ooh.
Scream in the heart.
I do a lot of. I'm putting out a lot of shorts now, and I do sports live streams and gaming live streams as well. So. But thank you once again for that super chat, man. Much love, much love.
Yeah, he would. I mean, 300 amateur fights. He's just
Thank
very
you,
well
bro.
schooled. Now Solomon is a
Man,
great
that means a
pressure
lot.
fighter,
That means a lot.
and
That hit
he
me right here. That
showed
means a
some
lot.
of that in that first round.
I
This
appreciate
one's been
that, man.
fought at a less frenetic pace so far.
Oh.
But we're only a minute into it. And Bartiel has done a good job of keeping his fight at long range, which is probably in his favor.
Ah.
Even though he can work on the inside.
Yeah, he worked on the inside, but it was such there's split decisions and then there's whisker split decisions.
Yes, exactly.
And
Yeah,
he
man.
got the
I
nod
appreciate
in
that,
one,
man.
so you could see
You
the
know?
adjustment and,
I gotta write that down.
different, type
My
of
first
adversity.
YouTube donation, April 12th,
You know,
2026.
he's not fighting as a righty. Bartiel, I'll tell you what.
I paid more than $5 to watch these fights, so well, hey, man.
Appreciated weapon.
um,
People think of him. I don't know if that's the thing they
We get
think
these
of
like
most.
every
He has a
week
Great left hook.
for as long as the season goes on. So you know,
From the
so
right-hand
just come
stance,
through.
which he's not always in.
If you subscribe, I'll put a community post with my schedule of sports, and then you come through as you like, man. We doing everything.
And Solomon's now starting to get some work
Oh,
done
he's
on the
tagging him.
inside.
Ooh,
Lands a nice
ooh.
right, but takes the right hand. Here we go.
Yes, strap in.
Yeah, now they about to go. Now they about to go.
Phenomenal first
They about to go
round,
now.
and here they are trying to
But yeah, we got we've been doing
everything
this.
out
We've
there
been doing
in
team
the
boxing.
final minute of
We
the
do wrestling.
rematch of a
We do
tight
OVW and
battle,
ROW right now. We've done
11 to
TNA.
9. San Antonio,
And,
so much on the
We doing
line
wiffle ball.
right now in this
And we doing
next
armored
30
MMA.
seconds
So
of
it's
the
like,
entire match.
if you ever played the game
And
For Honor,
Bartiel has decided
it's like
to
medieval
stay in the
MMA.
pocket. Well, now he's moving out a little bit. He stayed in the pocket with Solomon.
we've done soccer. We do all sports, man.
San
you know,
Antonio was
And
maybe
and with the
40
network I
seconds
work
away
with,
from
man, they give me the
going
rights to
the
show
wrong
it.
way, but Lizette Lopez changed that with a terrific surge and stole that point back. And
We trying to get tennis,
another
too.
point
We
up
trying to
for
get tennis.
grabs.
And hockey as
Good
well,
work here by
like
San
different hockey
Antonio.
leagues.
Wow.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you what, the
Yo,
only
they
difference
was
here
tagging,
is
bro.
Solomon will land
But I think
one or
Solomon
two
might win.
really solid
This
shots
might go
on
to
the
LA.
inside, but Bartiel
National
will land the bunch.
champions have put on a show.
That was a great round. Solomon thinks he did enough to win this.
I
and
think
maybe
LA
he
might
did.
take
He
that
did
one.
some great work on the inside.
Definitely
There's
go
the
subscribe, bro. I
hand
won't be here for
speed of
long.
Bartiel.
About to hit my MMA. Oh,
And
nice.
against the
But
ropes, this
Armored
is Solomon,
MMA
and
sounds
he does
dope.
his best
Yeah,
work.
so
Even though
if you
Bartiel
check a couple of my
countered
shorts,
effectively at the end,
I just posted a
Bartiel did
few
some
from
good
Armored
offensive
MMA,
work.
and it's pretty intense, bro. No, I don't agree with you. We are not cursing the LA Dodgers, man. Relax. But yo, man, I appreciate you, and definitely want to come back, man, because I want to talk to you about your MMA journey.
For the San Antonio Snipers.
Oh, okay.
Bartiel.
You not nice.
Two of the hardest
Ayo,
points
Pizza
a
man.
fighter can
We just
ever
got our
get.
first super chat, our first donation on YouTube, man.
So San Antonio
We just got our
gets
very
the
first one, man.
three-point lead back in a terrific sequel between
His name is Kyle, man. Dope dude, man.
Lizette Lopez.
You know, that's the first of many, baby. Let's go. He said the power of the pink shirt. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Kyle. We're also live on Twitch, so. Yeah, I usually stream on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I mean, if it's something that you really want to do, Pizza Man, do it, bro. If you want to sign up for tennis lessons, man, do it, bro. How far is the ride?
LA thundering down the home stretch. Let's get right back to the action.
Round 21 is in the lightweight division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Diego the Ghost Dominguez. In the red corner,
oh, this is gonna be a good fight
for
too.
the San Antonio Snipers, he is the current U.S. WBC silver champion, Michael El Chamuco Bracamontes.
Rematch from an earlier win by Bracamontes. Now with so much more on the line in the money.
Oh,
if you're sitting on that LA
hour,
bench, you probably say to yourself, we could have gotten that decision with Dominguez and Bracamontes.
Oh, he is going at him already.
Close round.
Oh yeah, they're tagging.
Bracamontes, but
they tagging.
Made a difference.
Come on.
So they feel like they're probably in the hunt here for sure to get a win with.
He's
Dominguez.
feeling himself.
We'll
He's feeling himself.
That was only his 4th loss in team boxing league.
Yep.
He's got 12 wins, so Dominguez is used to winning.
All right, so with 4 rounds to go, let's take a look at the
Good chin.
scoring. 1 point for decision, 2 points with 1 knockdown, 3 for 2 knockdowns, 4 if you get your opponent out. Now, that's one thing to keep in mind because with San Antonio up 3 with 4 matches remaining, there is such a change with that. And also when you look at fight number 23 and the missed opportunity with Jonathan Rice and Nagy Aguilar, that was almost a 4. So it's been that tight of a match between the 2 teams.
There were a couple missed opportunities for them. One was maybe a decision or 2 that went against them. And this one, by the way, is turning out to be an even more exciting round than the first one these 2 men had. Bracamontes doing a little more offense than he did in the first one, even though he ended up winning that one. It was more strategic. Here they're going at it on the inside a little bit more.
Maybe hard to be composed and technical in the money rounds with all the team excitement and all of a sudden your adrenaline gets up.
Yeah, but that's gonna be an expensive Uber.
That's a good point. Even the fighter like Bracamontes is more of a counter puncher.
How far is it? How far is it with the Uber?
He is.
Yeah, man. Next time I tune in, we can chat about my training and go. Yeah, bro, for real, man. Kyle, man, I hope you have a good night, man. Have a good training session. And once again, man, thank you so much, bro, for that super chat, man. I appreciate you, bro. Have a good night.
Excellent left hooks. Good examples of it there.
Both men working well on the inside. I think Bracamontes has done a better job inside than he did the first time they met each other.
But that's not bad.
But this is a very
that might be a fairly priced Uber.
35 seconds to go. Battle has been contested in close quarters. Jab optional. But they have just decided to do their work up close and make this exciting.
I mean, yeah. If you're flipping, you just got to be comfortable with catching the bus.
by Bracamonte.
I mean, an hour ride on the bus, you ain't driving or whatnot. It's not bad.
I actually think Bragamonte's, whether he gets this decision or not, did a better job offensively in this one.
Oh, so you are going to
He definitely already won. We'll see.
The subtleties, even no matter what happens, there's been an improvement and something he found.
Yeah, he just got more aggressive, and he found out he could fight on the inside with Dominguez as well. So, and he did it well. We'll see.
All right, so it's a taut thriller 12-9, and every decision now has major implications.
The winner of this round by unanimous decision, and a score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers,
Bracamonte.
El Jamuco Bracamonte.
Big point he gets for San Antonio.
San Antonio leads 13-9. This round brought to you by Serenity Springs.
Two more
Recovery
rounds to
Center,
go after this
a
one.
place of recovery and self-discovery.
All right, so this dude almost got knocked out round 2.
Division. In the blue corner for the LA Elite, Texas Golden Gloves champion, Sean Gusto Brewer. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Jorge De Jesus Romero.
So the die is cast to the LA team, down 4 with 3 rounds to go. Somebody has to come up big with a power display. Decision wins alone for them will not do it now.
Either a knockdown that would add another point or a 4-pointer, and we still have Jonathan Rice and Negi Aguilera to come if Aguilera can fight. So we got that as a possible power spot. Now Brewer won their first matchup, and he performed very well in that round. So the idea that they could, the Elite could get back into it a little bit with this fight is certainly possible.
Somebody in the next 3, doesn't matter who, has to come up with the big one. And the other 2 fights, just win them.
Yeah, and there's got to be a knockdown involved for LA. Brewer used his length and his reach very well against Romero in the first round that they fought, and he's doing it again here now. And then when they are on the inside, he's using, although Romero also has a very good left hook downstairs, Brewer is using that effectively, and the uppercut's been big as well. This is a fun round so far.
Yeah, it really is. And they're both active, and throughout this entire card and last night's looking for a dull moment, and there hasn't been one.
No, but in almost every match, they've been going at it continually. Romero usually likes to use angles and move, but I'll tell you, in this round, he has stayed stationary more than I've seen him this season on TBL. You know, staying in the pocket with Brewer.
And Brewer unloading some slingshot-type right hands here.
You know, if the judges are great work by Brewer, if the judges are giving Romero credit for body work, he might well still be in this round, maybe, because he has most of his good shots have been left hooks to the body, and there's another one. Mr. Herdman.
You know, a lot of times it depends, you know, the judge's viewpoint, if they're shielded or not.
Yes.
They you know, we do like to see the fighters investing in the body work, as you see Negi Aguilera warming up. And
all right, so there you go. He's planning on coming out. This round has been a very good round. There's the right by Brewer. Could he be looking now for a knockdown in the final seconds? He hurt Romero with that punch.
Here comes Brewer, looping right hand, trying to get a straight right home. There he does. Brewer trying to unload on the inside. Final seconds.
hold that clinch, son.
And that's stolen by Romero to save time. He's been hurt.
That's a clock eater indeed. And that's what the veterans do.
My man was about to fall, man. He said, let me clinch.
Keep it within range. Now, I mean, you're not fighting defensively.
But
if you're
LA's gonna
San
get that
Antonio,
one.
But you do know if you stay on your feet, you win.
That was a terrific
Oh.
round. There's the right hand that stunned Romero with about 30 seconds left in the round. And Brewer did his best. The uppercut, which has been a great punch for him, he tries there as well. He was hoping to maybe get a point for his team or even a 4.
The winner of this round by unanimous decision and the score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Sean Gusto Brewer. San Antonio leads 13-10.
If LA can get a 4-point knockdown, they'll have the lead
So how
going
was
into the
record?
last
Round
round.
23 is in the
Just gets
heavyweight
canceled
division.
out.
Or if they get a couple
In
knockdowns,
the
they can
blue
possibly
corner
tie
for
it in the
the
win.
LA Elite, Jonathan Rice.
Now this dude could have had the opportunity to give LA a 4-point lead. He had Buddy struggling, and he didn't take advantage.
Dynamite Aguilera.
So let's see what happens this time.
All right, the
Finish him this time, bro.
table is set. The drama is set up. Will this be the round that the knockout happens? We haven't had one tonight.
We go.
And there's so much on the line here with San Antonio up 3 points, and a knockout is worth 4.
And the question for Aguilera is he all the way back physically from being hurt in that opening round against Rice? And will Rice be more aggressive if he gets him in trouble?
Yeah, Rice did hurt him at the end of their first encounter and was not able to follow up. So it's a countdown.
And there was enough time for Rice. You know, he backed off and really then engaged. But we'll see. And can he hurt him with another right hand? The right hand was the punch of choice for Rice that really landed against Aguilera. The interesting thing is, and there it is. There's that right hand again by
He's trying to
Rice.
tag him again.
Can Rice deliver the goods to put LA ahead? San Antonio has had such a strong run through the middle rounds. This is the guy out there who could change it for LA, and Aguilera using his footwork as best he can. He's got a little bit more than half the round to kill.
Well, Aguilera, a 39-year-old veteran who, as we pointed out, has been in boxing outside TBL in with the biggest names, and he's very capable of being crafty enough to avoid getting knocked out in a fight. So we'll see if he can do that in this situation.
Yeah, he's moving. He's using the entire ring. It's to say when there are sponsors, you got every sponsor in on the shot.
Exactly right. They like him.
And that's the move right now for him with 1 minute to go, and based on the situation in the match.
Rice is jabbing to the body with the hopes that sets up that right hand. I mean, you can literally see the gears working in Jonathan Rice's head. How can I get that right hand in again? And Aguilera, as you said, using
Anything can happen now.
inch of this ring.
Hasn't tried to tie him up, though. Maybe concerned about getting hit on the inside when he does that.
That's possible.
Here is a left hook by Rice. Now Aguilera is cornered.
He's in trouble.
Here is Rice's opportunity.
He landed a couple of good shots there.
30 seconds to go. The whole match could be in the balance. It has been San Antonio.
He's trying to go for that knockout blow.
Rice trying to take that away with one shot. And Aguilera trying to get through this round and will himself through another 10 seconds. Aguilera gets plaudits for staying on his feet. He did his job. Probably a point for Rice, but San Antonio avoids the big one.
Nagy Aguilera needed to survive that round. He did take a couple of shots. There is a beautiful right hand, much like the one that Rice hurt him with, but Aguilera hung in there after that sequence and did just enough to get by.
The winner of this round by unanimous decision and the score of 1-0 out of the blue corner for the LA Elite, Jonathan Rice.
All right.
San Antonio leads 13-11 as we enter the final round.
This LA has to go for the knockout blow.
Is in the cruiserweight division.
Oh, I don't know if it's gonna happen though.
Corner for the LA Elite, Juan Higuera. In the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Adrian Montu Taylor.
All right, so 13-11, LA has gotten themselves back at least close enough. Now they don't have to have a knockout. A knockdown could, with a victory, could force overtime. Whoa, the drama we have seen.
Juan Higuera, as a professional, has had 3 KO wins in his career. And has had 3 knockouts, period, as a team boxing league fighter. So
he's in the right spot for his team. And, yeah, the coaches, this is where a lot of this comes in for round 24. If we need points, we need a knockout, a knockdown. Who do we trust? And they trust Juan Higuera. Adrian Taylor is his opponent.
Hey, getting around. Here we go.
2 points for San Antonio. A decision either way. San Antonio gets the team win. A knockdown by LA. Plus a victory would make it even. And then we would be going into overtime.
Higuera, if he's going to get that knockdown, it's likely going to come from the right hand. That he has a very good right. And he uses the jab to set it up.
There he goes. They're going to tackle. Ooh.
And Taylor is, you know, he's a willing opponent. So he's going to put himself in harm's way. He's an aggressive fighter who wants to come forward. And, of course, he was able to win that first round against Higuera.
It's always interesting to find where the sweet spot is in a situation like this.
No, let them fight. Let them fight. They break it out of it.
But you don't want to walk into trouble, but you don't want to take yourself out of who you are.
This is when the team concept of boxing really, it just intersects with the boxing being a singular sport. If you're an aggressive fighter, nice left hook by Taylor, which is what he is, if he changes his personality, he runs the risk of not fighting well.
And maybe walking into something because of an angle that he's at. And on the other hand, you can't be reckless. No. So find a way to get that happy medium. And that's how character gets built, and that's how leaders are born in the TBL and other sports.
Higuera's mission to get a knockdown, he's got a little over a minute to do it. He landed a nice left hook. I said the right would be impressive, but he landed a nice left hook there.
And Taylor is cooperating stylistically by coming at him.
Yeah, he walked into that left hook that Higuera threw.
So San Antonio 1 minute away from what would be a signature breakthrough win for this franchise. And they have to have their guy stay on his feet for 45 more seconds.
And this is a well-contested round. They may well win this round with Adrian Taylor now doing big work at the end. He's putting himself in harm's way, but he's getting a lot of offense done.
Remember, 8 matches in a season. So this is basically 12.5% of your year, and all of it now boiling down to 20 seconds in what has been a thrilling overall match.
Who thinks? Two great
good chin.
matches in a row.
Good chin.
And this one heating up right at the end.
Taylor didn't get the memo that he's sitting on a lead.
No, definitely not. And Higuera landed some good shots, as Taylor is. That was a great round of boxing.
Great round of boxing indeed. And San Antonio
got the
will
win.
get to the finish line and win this team outing and the celebration in the corner. And the other thing is, you know, basically 4 wins usually get you into the playoffs. So now if you're San Antonio, you might be halfway there.
The winner of this round by unanimous decision, and the score of 1-0, out of the red corner for the San Antonio Snipers, Adrian Montu Taylor.
So
Your
who would have
final
thunk it?
score this evening:
San Antonio victorious.
Snipers 14, the LA Elite 11.
14-11, 2 times in a row. Well, San Antonio gets the big breakthrough signature victory. Congratulations on this one to the Snipers, as they will go to 2-0 as they put the finishing touches on a 14-11 win. We'll be right back.
All right. San Antonio victorious over LA. Clearly Obed, fight of the night. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and call it here. You know, they're gonna do like post-match highlights and whatnot, but we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I want to say thank y'all so much for hanging out with your boy. San Antonio comes out victorious, 14-11 over LA. The next time that I will be live, let's see. Is tomorrow for wiffle ball. We got wiffle ball at 8:45. We're gonna have more boxing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're gonna have Nashville versus Phoenix, Dallas versus Houston in the Battle of Texas, and Atlanta versus Miami.
Team Boxing League is brought to you by Balance of Nature. In boxing, consistency beats intensity. Balance of Nature supplements help you stay consistent with ingredients.
We are so lit.
Easily slot into your daily routine. Go to Balance.
We got Ultimate Frisbee. We're so lit.
And start today. Well, what about the Balance of Nature star of the fight? Well, we will go back into the middle rounds for this, Al, and see a big turning point.
Oh, actually, no.
Battling away here and getting what turned out to be an important knockdown that
pressure was being put on.
Yeah, that helped keep LA into the mix of this fight.
All right, let's get the honor roll for tonight. We'll take it back inside.
Our final score here this evening, the San Antonio Snipers defeat the LA Elite 14-11. It's time for our 3 stars of the night. Our 3rd star from the LA Elite, Jose Rodriguez. Our 2nd star of the night from the San Antonio Snipers, Michael El Chamuco Bracamonte. Our number 1 star of the evening for the San Antonio Snipers, Obed Radar Bartiel.
He was tagging him. He was cooking.
Fans around the night involved two national champions who gave you some of the best boxing you will ever see. They did it twice. They chose round 13. Both of these national champions, Raul Solomon and Obed Radar Bartiel.
Coach Manny, great night tonight. I know LA didn't come out with the win tonight. However, you guys had some really shining moments. Anything that you put in there to be able to get the energy to continue to go to try to pull this off tonight?
Oh, you know, these guys are, you know, they're warriors, man. They work hard. You know, they give it all. I mean, I honestly thought, you know, some of the fights could have gone our way, but it is what it is. I mean, congratulations to San Antonio, and it was a great fight.
Many split decisions, very close. There was such a competitive contest in many of those fights. Anything that you're taking away from this, that to go back with the team when you have close moments like this, to be able to push them ahead going forward?
Of course, you know, there's always room for improvement. We're going to go back to the gym and the drawing boards and work harder.
You guys have an excellent trip back home. Thank you for an amazing performance tonight.
Thank you very much.
Coach AC.
Well.
We meet again.
We meet again.
You, sir, have some of the most incredible energy, and let's just say, like, if we had to go to war, may you lead us all into battle.
I would understand why you would pick me. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I would say that beautiful coaching style, you're so involved with the athletes, you're pushing that energy forward. It just goes to show, I know you said, I hope that the selection process that you had for your team worked out. I think you nailed it.
Listen, when I scouted these teams, I've been in the league for almost 4 seasons. I've been a head coach of 2 different teams, and I can identify talent when I see it. I just need them to prove me right. I don't need them to prove me wrong. Listen, this team is the most offensive, dynamic, and the most important, the most intelligent fighters I've ever had an opportunity to work with. So really, it's not me. It's actually all of those people out there that put on this uniform and make it happen.
And that's what makes you an amazing leader. Thank you so much. Great performance tonight out of you, coach, and out of your team. Bracamontes, my friend, beautiful work tonight. I keep saying this, beautiful. You really did.
Thank you, bro.
Going against it.
Hey, man, like I said, I'm still happy, bro. Our first super chat on YouTube, man. That feels good, bro.
I feel like a lot of people fall short there, but that's where you really pulled ahead.
And yo, pizza. I got to run you the schedule, man. Sports schedule.
Absolutely. Any
Sports
thoughts
schedule,
when
bro.
you're in those exchanges that help you stay in the zone and stay focused?
I mean, I know I train in the gym, so you know
we got
at the end of the day, it's easy work.
wiffle ball.
Fair enough. Simple as
We
that.
got wiffle ball.
Thank you.
Tomorrow.
Obed. He's already got the
We
snacks,
got
man.
more. We got boxing. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Listen, we had the conversation
got
earlier. I
OVW.
knew that round 13 was going to be an absolute banger. You went in there that first round 13, meeting with Solomon. You decided to sit in there and trade, and then you went
we
into
got
the
more
next
team
round,
boxing
the money
Friday,
rounds,
Saturday,
and
Sunday.
you said, all right, we're going to switch it up a little bit.
On
Also
April
bang a little bit,
20th,
but switch
we
it
got
up.
more
What
wiffle
was
ball.
going through your mind?
April 21st, we got wiffle ball.
I'm a smart guy.
April
I would say I'm a
22nd,
smart
we
guy.
got wiffle ball.
Despite what other people may
OVW
think, I'm a smart guy. My
on the
coach
23rd.
was a little frustrated
And
with
then we
me.
got
He
team
doesn't
boxing
feel
on the
like I should
24th.
trade as much, but in my head, you know, with a guy
And
like
then we
that,
got
he's a
ultimate
tough guy, for
frisbee,
sure.
bro.
Coming into the season, I want to know who the best is, so I do my research.
And then we got ROW
So I'm
on the
looking at things.
25th.
I see he's a tough guy. I see he's real aggressive, strong punching, strong chin.
And
so
then
my thought process
and
is
then
get
team
in there,
boxing.
develop
When?
that respect early. Go in there, put my foot down.
April
touch body,
24th.
you know, touch his chin, see what it really has, and he definitely gave it back. So after that, it's like, okay, I got that dub. I put it in the bag. I got a lot of tricks on my sleeve. So that second round, it was easier to get in there and just move around. Check,
frisbee.
Jab, move my head a little bit more, box around, dance a little bit.
Beautifully said. You did a great job tonight. Enjoy that win.
I'm about to start making all of the
I'm
about to start making all of these flyers and thumbnails.
Al, let's wrap this up tonight.
Thank you, Amelia. And Al, this was,
All right,
had this.
let's find
we were
somebody
on the
to
edge of our
raid,
seats all
man.
night with this one.
We were the Elite again, falls just barely short, which has got to be so frustrating for them. But for San Antonio, they get a second win, and as you pointed out, showed they belong in the playoff picture.
A big move for the San Antonio Hitmen, the San Antonio Snipers. So congratulations to Coach A.C. Bryant, who definitely gets the big win here. And we had drama all the way throughout in this taut thriller. Thank you for being
All
with
right,
us.
we're gonna call
For
it
my
a night here,
buddy
man.
Al Bernstein.
Yeah. We can hop in the Oh, we can raid it. So Willie's doing the Dynasty watch along.
Soon, everybody, on TBL.
So let's raid Big Willie Isms. And I will see y'all later on YouTube. Thank y'all so much. As always, I love y'all, man. And Twitch, thank y'all so much, man. We're going to call it a night here. And I hope y'all all have a wonderful night. I will see y'all tomorrow for Wiffle Ball, 8:30. Peace.